Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I'm joined by Simon of the Real Ale Guide. I don't know which side you're on. How you doing?
How you doing, Chad? Not too bad, mate. What have you got in store for us today, or what are we going to be reviewing today?
Well, we're doing another beer that's sort of the same. Yours says Boddingtons Draft Bitter. Mine says Boddingtons Pub Ale. And I just looked it up, and it turns out the American version is 4.7% ABV, and yours is, what, 3.5?
3.5 there, yeah. So there's a big difference in the ABV there.
Otherwise, I think our cans are pretty much the same. And this beer is made by the 𝐁𝐨𝐝𝐝𝐢𝐧𝐬 𝗂𝗯 Limited. You can't see it. So this beer is made by Budweiser in England.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see we got
very, very.
The color looks the same. It's like gold, pure gold.
Yeah, golden in amber in color. Quite a big head, as you'd expect. Like probably 3-4 finger head.
I'm using my Mets stout glass.
Oh, nice.
Today's the first day of baseball in America.
Oh, fantastic! And you support the Mets, do you, Chad?
Yeah, even though they're not a very good team.
Oh, it's not too bad. I've drunk much stronger beers in the past and had less aromas, to be honest.
Mine's not very aromatic. I mean, it just smells like a generic British pub beer, which is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, English bitter style. It's like when you walk into Moreish, this is what it smells like.
It's like a sweet malt.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, quite nice.
Little sweet, so ready to dive in here?
Cheers, Chad.
Cheers. The first thing I noticed was like how creamy that head feels and tastes. It was like whipped cream.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's not much in the back end of the palate at all, is there? You get an initial like sweet malty taste, but basically there's not much hop taste going on at all here, is there?
No, it's like a pretty clean tasting beer. There's some like a little bit of malty sweetness for the first half, and it finishes pretty clean on the second half.
Ooh. Yes, quite sweet. I think it's just quite a sweet malty, easy. I think basically this is the type of beer I would drink if I was to do a hard day's work, and I'd want something, because I think this is the type of beer they make a bitter which you can cool.
Yeah.
A lot of beers in the UK, bitters and ales, they make so you can drink them at room temperature, but I think they tried to craft this one so that you can really cool it down in the summer and have a barbecue or have a few after work.
I would probably consider this a refreshing beer because it's cold. You know, if you drank this at room temperature, I don't think it would be, because it's so mild tasting. Like, it's just like if you're gonna drink at room temperature, you want like real flavor to taste. Right out of the fridge, it's, you know, pretty thirst quenching, but it's emphasizing just how overtly mild the beer is. Like, if you're going into this thinking you're gonna get real hops or citrus or flowers or something like that, that's not what you get. Like, I do get a little bit of that traditional English kind of red apple fruity taste, but it's very subtle. Otherwise, it just kind of drinks like, I don't know, it just drinks like, so it's just like the most generic beer you could possibly think of.
I would go for this over a Heineken or a Carlin. Do you get Carlin over in America?
No.
Carlin's probably the biggest drink in the UK as a lager. I would go for this type of bitter over a Heineken and a lager.
Yeah, I would
Carlin
too.
Or a any day of the week. I think that's what they've done. They've given you the option to drink something which is mass produced, but a bitter instead of a a lager.
For me, this is like a one and done beer. I could have one of these. I wouldn't. A lot of people say this is a great session beer, which it technically is, but
Yeah.
for me personally, I wouldn't session this because there's very little flavor. It's not that it tastes bad. It's just that it's like an extreme lack of goodness. I'm thinking 4, maybe 5 for this. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'd go 4, 5. I'm exactly on the same wavelength as you. If you were to ask me 18 months ago what I would give this beer, I would have gone, oh yeah, really nice, really nice. But since I picked up that camera, then my first webcam review on a beer,
Right.
and then I started buying beer, and then I started getting sent beer, there's so many complex beers out there that I really didn't know too much about. And now I'd say, yeah, this goes right down to a 4 because I like something complex now. I like to sit down and think about what I'm drinking rather than just knocking beers back for the hell of it.
And it's also, I do get like a little bit of a metallic taste in this. You know, it's not from the can. You know, the cans are plastic lined. So it's just, you know, it's a beer made by InBev. So it doesn't really surprise me that the quality on it is low. It's drinkable, yes. It's not really genuinely enjoyable. Like, I'm not drinking this and I'm not like, because if it was enjoyable, I'd be like, yum, you know?
Yeah,
I'm drinking this and being like, meh.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a nah beer. I think in the past I probably bought in the UK you get a lot of deals like 8 for a fiver, 8 cans for £5.
Right.
So if I was to go to a family party, which I'm a very family oriented person, and I've seen 8 of these for a fiver, I'd probably pick up 8 and drink 8. But so after 6 or 7, I'm kind of thinking, I need something else now. The last 2 are a bit of an effort to drink.
6 or 7. I wouldn't get past 2. Well, it sounds like we're in agreement on this one, so I'm saying 4 out of 10 for Boddingtons Pub Ale.
Well, I gotta stop you there, Chad. I gotta stop you there before you go. We always drink a pint on the Real Ale Guide, so let's knock these back.
Final chug, as Jay would say.
Ooh. Fantastic. Good
Look at all
job.
that head still in there. Thanks to
Thanks,
Simon
Chad.
at Real Ale Guide. I think you're on that side. For the Skype review. And next time I'll have to do an American beer for sure.
Thank you very much, Chad, for joining me on the Real Ale Guide. It's always a great pleasure to have you on. We've reviewed 3 or 4 beers now over Skype. Let the Skyping continue. If you have any suggestions, if you want myself and Chad to review a beer, do you think the both of us, it'll be a big challenge for us to review, or if you think we might have 2 different contrasting tastes, let us know in the comments box, and sure, we'll try our best to get the 2 beers and review it. But thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.